jump right into it. You ready?
30.
All right. Welcome back to the Educational Opportunity Podcast, where our goal is to ignite potential with actionable insights that lead to thriving careers and empowered lives. My name is Shayla Letcher, and today I am joined by an amazing current student. I'm going to go ahead and let him introduce himself. So, kick us off with your name
Good
for us.
morning, everybody. My name is Damonte Brown. I'm the student here at Syracuse Education Opportunity Center.
Excellent, excellent. All right. So, Damonte, let's jump right into things, shall
That's,
we?
that's right.
All right. Tell us where you're from.
I'm from Syracuse, New York. Here, I'm born and raised as a childhood.
Okay, excellent. So two Syracuse natives in the building today. For those of us that may not know, right, and our listeners, what is the EOC?
EOC is a class of programs like it's for people who needs like more learning, more education, help achieve their goals in their life, and plus when they graduate from this program, EOC, they might probably have two opportunities to go to get a job, or they probably go off to college.
Absolutely. Yes, that is exactly my understanding of the EOC. I've been here about 6 years working in different capacities, and it seems like every single year we're getting more and more fortified in our mission, but it's exactly that. We are here to support individuals from the community that may have experienced some sort of barrier in the past with traditional educational settings and really create an environment where you are absolutely successful and you can go on to obtain employment, gainful employment, might I add, and higher levels of education. So tell us, why did you enroll at the EOC?
The reason I want to roll to EOC is because I had two reasons why. Because one, I want to go back on my education that I had about for the last 10, 11 years ago. And ever since I graduated from high school back in 2012, my first time came to high school. That was like back in 2009 for my freshman year, all the way through my senior year from 2012. I graduated from junior over to high school. So I decided to come back here because I wanted to learn more about basics, more educational, like need extra help, extra tutoring, all that stuff, just to focus on life goals and plus help out people, communicate with others, and also be motivated and also be a team sport.
Absolutely. So you're mentioning a lot of things, right? The thing that kind of motivated you the most are your characteristic traits, right? Being a team player, being motivated. When we spoke before, you mentioned a growth mindset, right?
Yes, right.
So you really are the prototype EOC student that we look for when we're enrolling. So it's just a pleasure to have you here today.
Yes, pleasure. Thanks for having me here.
So question, with mostly everything available online these days, why did you choose in-person training?
Because I looked up online one time and they told me if I'm interested, do like a daytime classes for EOC from 9 to 2. So I decided I wanted to signed up, applied online on EOC.org or .com for the website, and plus I heard on the flyers too in downtown say that if kids or students want to be or people want to be interested, want to change turn their life around just to make better choices, the better decisions. So I decided I wanted to step in and to join in the program, the EOC, just to change my whole life around, and that's all I'm going to do.
That's beautiful, and that's super deep and empowering. You mentioned turning your life around, right? Seeing these flyers that were motivating you to step into your personal best.
Yes.
What do you feel like was holding you back from that in the past?
Well, back in my past, it held me back because I wanted to go like to college, but ever since I graduated high school, I wanted to like see if I want to like go to college one day, and I decided to remove myself from the education for a while, and like look for a job just to make some money, just to help out, provide families, and provide for my wife, provide for everybody else. So and like that. I had jobs, 5 jobs in the past. I used to be a housekeeper cleaner back in Upstate University Hospital in County Large. I used to work for like immigrants, like work on printer, computer paperworks. I did a lot of jobs. I did volunteer works like rescue mission, help out feeding homeless people, and I done it for like about a year, 2 year and a half. And plus, I did another volunteering over at Salvation Army, stack books, sort out clothes. I did a lot of different kind of jobs, real works, volunteering. I do a lot of stuff in my life. So instead of me getting a job like that and make a good budget, so I decided to like look up some websites and decide what's my best interest in my future and stuff, just to look up. And so I decided to pick up the figure. One thing I picked, the most important thing is the EOC's programs. That's the
Wow.
best school I wanted to pick. That the most life. That's why I missed my education ever since 10, 11 years ago.
Wow, wow. You shared so much in that one bite there, and I think that just to kind of pull out and rephrase it, looking back at what kind of brought you here is just really valuing your education, having this diverse background of working in the hospital setting, but you always had the heart of a servant,
Yes,
right? You were always out there serving your community, aligning with community needs, helping those that are in, whether they're hungry, whether they're, shut out, experiencing
that's
homelessness,
right. Yeah.
and so, you definitely are in alignment with the EOC's mission as well. We really look for students, like I mentioned, you're the prototype student. We look for individuals who desire to be community leaders, right? So
That's
it
right.
goes beyond just wanting to get your, whatever your outcome is, which might be your GED or, doing some language development or some sort of certification course. We're looking for individuals that really want to give back to their communities and to partner with individuals that have that same desire, right? So that's super awesome. What would you say challenged you the most in traditional high school settings?
Well, the most challenging I had in high school, that was like the math algebra. That was the most challenging things, and plus the reading and writing I had before back then with my other previous teacher I had before, and she was a nice teacher I had for like after I had her for like past 3 years. After before I graduated, she decided she gonna retired, so I decided to go back and just finish the other teacher I had for my reading writing, and plus I did social studies and also science, and I passed all my Regents exam for that.
That's excellent. So you had that great support, right, back in high
Yes,
school. And I know when we were talking before, you mentioned a little bit about, just being a little more on the silly side, right?
yes.
And just having that kind of having you had to redirect a little bit and get more serious and hunker down in our
Mhm.
prior conversations. So if you had one bit of advice for your younger self, what might that be?
Well, my youngest advice I have back then, I used to I used to do a lot of bad stuff. I used to hang out with the wrong friends, hung with the wrong people. They used to do like they used to smoke, they used to drink, they used to do a lot of bad things, and I was one of them. I used to like go to like school grounds with them just to walk around, just to I was not part of the smoking and drinking, but I know I watched them what they did. So I decided I had to think two things about my mind or my body. One, the mind says don't do it, just don't be a follower, just be a leader, just move yourself, remove yourself. Or the body says just do it, just do it, just do. Have your friends do it, just let them pressure you to smoke and drink. So I said, I go with either this or this. So I go with my mind. So I decided to remove myself, and I said, "Nah, that's not the right Damonte that I know." Just to hang out with the wrong friends. I decided to escort myself, remove from the old friends I had. So I made the right choice. So I had to be a leader now. Now I'm not a follower no more.
Wow, powerful. Powerful. You looked at your environment and you said something here needs to change, right?
Yes,
Either I'm going to change or I need to omit some of you folks from around me because it's just not positive to the Demonte that I want to
yes.
grow into, right? The person that you saw yourself
I
as.
know I made mistakes in the past. So I know
Yeah.
that. So that's why I changed my whole ways and just not forget about this stuff and just stay away from it and just focus on me and my whole life, and that's it.
Yeah. So you had that support, you had some solid teachers in high school, right? Environment wasn't the greatest, friends making poor choices, you separated yourself, got serious, and
That's
now
right.
here we are 10 years later and you are finishing business, right? You
That's
are
right.
literally weeks away from getting your GED. So I'm sure this is really exciting. What is next for you?
But next, after graduating from the EOC program, I decided to go to college, start Onondaga Community College (OCC) to focus on criminal justice as a law enforcement officer. Do 2 year college and move me to transfer to Syracuse University. So the director that I spoke with from the college fair we had downtown before, they spoke with me on getting like a great opportunities to go to his program to study from 2 years, and after that had moved to transfer to another college, which is Syracuse University, and study that and just complete the 2 year do criminal justice law enforcement officer, and just like graduate from the two colleges programs and then become a law enforcement officer and just follow directions, be on time in school, just don't fool around, just take things serious a little bit. You know, you can have fun, but education school is a basic built up you're worthy of positive is important, and plus good attendance, study more homework, stay away from the streets, just go home, just like rethink yourself, look through the mirror, just express yourself, express your opinion, what you're gonna do with your life and your future as well. So that's what I
Mhm.
decided to do.
Wow. I think I just need to yield my mic to you at this point. This is your podcast. Incredibly inspiring and just very honest, right? What you're saying to our viewers today is that, there's some things that you just have to lay aside and you have to trek a different path, right? If you
That's
want
right.
a different version of yourself, you have to make a different choice.
Yes.
And you're doing that each and every step of the way. You have a very strategic pathway forward. You have outlined each and every strategic step to get you to and through your final destination and beyond, right?
Right.
And so, my last question for you today might be, now that we've kind of addressed what you might say to your younger self, what would be one question for your future self?
For one question here, I gotta think about, don't think about the past no more. Just think about the future. Think about good mindset. Think about good positive things about yourself. What you're proud of. What you accomplish in your life and your goals. What can you do in your whole life? Is just stay away from yourself and just like build yourself strong, confident, and build yourself outgoing yourself. And that's how you got to think about stuff that. Don't think about stuff going in your choice that you did before you started coming to EOC. You got to think about your technique and think about your communication skills. Think about everything about your good attendance. You got to be on come on time to school. You got to be here, learn, focus, just follow directions. Just respect the teachers, respect everything, and then that's it. And don't argue. Don't get upset. Just like we all have bad times. We all have bad days in life. It happens. So I decided we had to just work on stuff on. That's it.
Yeah.
If you got a problem like that, talk with your counselor, talk to someone like your family members or someone like your siblings that you had before that's next to you. Just talk to them about it. They'll comfort you. They'll make sure you're okay. Just they'll take care of you.
Precisely. And just to echo that a little bit, we are hailing from the Student Success Department here at the Syracuse Educational Opportunity Center. And so, what Damonte has just shared is so invaluable. Not only are we here as coaches to support, counsel, advise, grow, troubleshoot, all of the things that come with the demands of an academic rigor, right, in a program, but also he's touching upon the basics that we like to really run home on our students is that these are basic fundamental skills: being on time, asking questions,
Hmm.
being respectful,
That's right.
be consistent, right? These are the things that take an individual so far but get easily overlooked, right? It's so
That's right.
easy to look beyond just simply being on time, simply asking the right questions, simply showing up,
That's right.
being respectful of those around you, because you just never know where that relationship might take you, right?
Yes.
So that's an awesome thing. Thank you so much, Damonte, for
Thank you,
being here.
Jada, for having me. Thank you.
This was beautiful. And for those of you that are interested in learning more about the Syracuse EOC, the website link will be down in the description box below. And we'll also add our temporary campus location there as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. And again, thank you folks for joining us here today on the Educational Opportunity Podcast.
And plus, before I go, I'm gonna say something to all teachers and all the people here in the EOC. Thank you so much for everyone who changed my whole life, and from the bottom of my heart, I'm pretty thankful for everyone who did everything for me. It wasn't for me, I would not be in this program in the first place. So that's why I want to say thank you for everyone here. I'm proud of all the teachers and all the counselors that take care of me, that are always there for me. And plus, I want to thank you for all the students here that are always gonna be next to me. Thank y'all so much. I love all of y'all too. I love y'all.
Yeah, so beautiful. Blessings. Peace out, guys.
Bye.